Another day, another shift.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Looks like it's gonna be a good year. Maybe you should expand. As long as you stay clear of wheat, I can pretty much sell anything you grow.
That's not how the co-op works. We take care of the members first. And sell what we don't need for maintenance.
I'm just saying, you could make this side business your full-time business. I could stake you if money's concerned.
The whole community tends the garden. This isn't the UC, sir.
I just don't get these Freestar people. I was just offering a good opportunity.
The garden's just to feed us locals. Please watch your step.
Any damage?
No, just some graffiti. We cleaned it right up.
I don't like those hooligans in here after hours.
No harm, no foul. I mean, some of that work was even pretty good. Almost hated to clean it up.
Well, just keep an eye on it. If the water filtration gets busted, it's bottled water until we get it back up and running.
It's just kids being kids. It'll be fine.
He did a good job. You'd have no idea it was a mess yesterday.
Honestly, the graffiti added a lot of color.
You have a nice day now.
It's cool, Mom. Duh.
The kids can run to their heart's content, and I get a break. Win-win. They grow up so fast.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
But list, that's like walking a tightrope without a safety net.
It come from a line of farmers. Good ones, too. I just need a patch of land, the right lady, and we could make a good life.
And what if a spacer comes along? The Rangers won't help you out of Freestar space.
I've been practicing at the firing range. I can hold my own. I've already contacted List. Just waiting to hear back. There are some moons or planets where you will be the only living person that
People colonize the chest. It can't be that bad, right?
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech, that's wrong.
Should we warn them about the ash? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like talking to strangers. Then you chose a hell of a profession. I'd recommend staying inside. Outside, Ashta. Danger. Outside is really dangerous. You see a danger sign in a Kitty City, better know.
People joke. Those maroon zealots worship a snake. Let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial.
Helping Anne has been the most exciting thing happening all year.
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an Ashta in the night. That's a real suspicious thing to say. You better pick your words carefully around here. See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. That's right, she's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers. I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Because they're dumb. I give security a whole list of crimes and leads, and they barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them. Certainly. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny. He was trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief. Exactly! This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an Assistant Ranger Surveillance Assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed. And suspect tailed.
Very thorough and quite impressive.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
to pay Rasha anything?
No, as long as you clean up after yourself, she don't mind.
That's awfully kind of her.
Mrs. Lance is a killer through and through. Nice grouping on that last one.
Yeah, the sight was off and to the left. I dialed it in good. Same time next week?
You know it.
You look like you know your way around the handgun.
Hey there.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
You look like you know your way around the
This
handgun.
range here is a kid's best kept secret.
Want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of...
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know stretch trash will come back and annoy me. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Lance.
Every gun gets a full Laredo guarantee. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings. Let's get you set up.
You keep everything on the level and we'll get along grand.
I don't think we typically allow customers up here.
You can succeed at that before we are discovered.
was supposed to be an easy job. What? Shit. Yeah? I won't. Oh, God. This can't be happening. Oh, God, no. Security.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. Now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
Robotech's a peach of a job.
Can you get certified in time?
Shouldn't be a problem. You sure he doesn't have someone in mind already?
He might, but you're an hard worker, smart. All you need is an interview, and I know he'll hire you.
Thanks.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the sun.
There are heirlooms within our vault that date back centuries, to the earliest days of the city. It's quite remarkable, really. Sometimes working at this branch almost feels like being at a private museum. So many remarkable things stored safely inside. Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can't say is I've never been a hostage before, and well, I think I've had my fill of that for a while. In a word, heirlooms. Some of the old families, those descended from the city founders, store objects of value here. Yes, we've got items in our vault that have been passed down from generation to generation. I like to think that the entire heritage of Aquila City is stored right here for safekeeping. And me? Well, I'm the protector of that heritage. Glad to have your patronage.
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
private sector. That's where the real money's at.
SSLN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
That's what they've always. It's just fear-mongering.
I got a cousin that's a freighter captain. He says it's dangerous out there. Like, no fooling danger.
You'll be a lot happier in life if you just don't watch the news. Live your life, look after you and yours, maybe help the low house now and again, and you'll be far richer in the ways that matter.
I didn't peg you for a philosopher.
High gravity can be exhausting. You'll be under...
Welcome to Aquila. The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements. I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. That's a question, but it's a simple piece of paper. What's on the paper is for the recipient's eyes alone. We clear? Take this message to the Den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. You'll see mission boards typically near starports throughout the settled systems, usually in a bar. Several companies and organizations utilize the mission boards to post one-off jobs for freelancers, like yourself, presumably. Well, like the name says, we promote and facilitate interstellar trade. I won't bore you with all the minutiae and laws, contracts, regulations, and the like. What I will say is that a steady flow of goods and services from one place to another is vital to the stability and survival of the settled systems. A scarcity of resources would lead to unrest, anarchy, and maybe even war. Nobody wants that. I'm the local representative for the organization. In that capacity, I work with merchants and business people and local leaders to make sure trade flows regularly and efficiently to and from the city. With the long lag times of interstellar communication, we wanted to have someone here in person to talk face to face and make quick decisions. After all, the Trade Authority's work is vital to the continued growth and prosperity of Aquila City. Nice to have some civilized conversation.
So many little details and so many fingers involved in everything. You being here is curious, not our usual sort of customer. I run the branch's special accounts.
Must be very difficult for Aquila, with the native wildlife being what it is.
All. The House of Enlightenment is open to all, for we are all connected. I'll ask this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own. Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship. May you walk in peace and friendship.
There's not enough to do around here.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Quite a long history to this place. It is a testament to humans' refusal to concede defeat in the face of adversity.
Hello there. So good to see you. I feel like the ghosts of the Hassanovs are finally at rest. Have a wonderful visit.
I would not mind stopping at the Laredo storefront. I appreciate their craftsmanship.
Coast founded Aquila. If you didn't know that already, you shouldn't be here. Us Coes have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. But getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. It takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young. What didn't I do? I had quite a long career. I mainly made my name keeping credits and trade flowing. Never dull. Always a million fires need putting out. I did my part, and then some. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life. Never forget that it was the United Colony's greed that started it all. So many terrors unleashed on the galaxy, and for what? Piles of dead? And it almost set us back centuries. Anyone trying to sell you that there's glory in war has never lived through one of them. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. It's the stuff that almost kills you, that makes you feel like you really lived. Well, I doubt you came to hear me wax poetic. What do you need? Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town, if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink, in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk-taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill-seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey, and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need.
Not want to go outside the city walls.
We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
My brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paradiso. The place looked amazing, but I have to look at one more vacation photo. I'm going to clean his clock.
You may find yourself tiring abnormally fast. Difference in gravity can be hard to adjust to.
That's it. I'm not going to show up to work for a week. Then my boss will see how much she needs me and give me a raise.
Really? I wouldn't do that.
Another day,
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. No, certainly not. But you have the air of someone with means. And these properties are a real bargain, I assure you. In the heart of the Freestar Collective, who wouldn't? I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them? It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious, oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable bargain. You have made my year with this. I just know this manor will bring you nothing except joy and good fortune. It's yours. I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself. It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested? Excellent, most excellent. With the funds transferred, you can take possession immediately. I wish you good fortune in your new home.
Capacity?
97.5% of nominal.
Last time it was serviced?
Every week. We take power seriously, ma'am.
Excellent. What's this I hear about a rate hike?
We had that thunderstorm the other day.
That was a whopper.
Blew out 2 transformers. Bossman says we need a seasonal adjustment to cover it.
The mayor has a small discretionary fund, but might be able to cover it.
You don't want power bills climbing so close to the election, eh?
You said it, not I. The grid's got a lot of redundancy. Not bad.
Mayor's good. Like I'm going to...
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
Huh? What? No, I don't have Dunlop's disease. What is that?
Your belly done lop over your belly.
Asshole.
get some more on the back end. Your casserole sealed the deal.
Don't you need to wait for the contract to be signed?
This ain't the UC. We shook hands and the deal's done. Should have the contract signed tomorrow.
My cousin works for Deimos, and he says the approval process for a big deal can take months.
That's life under the boot for you. Business keeps going this good, and it'll make dealing with these pretentious core jerks worth it. People in this city are so obsessed with their traditions. They can't handle even the slightest change in the way things are done.
My. You aren't from around here, are you?
Aquila City is lucky that Hope Tech still deals with them after the reception I've gotten. I come here offering business, employment opportunities, and they practically spit in my face. I'm a senior vice president. Cut my teeth with mineral acquisitions for some of the pricier things we need for the ships. I was really looking forward to having my own region to manage. But now... Me? I did something wrong. Let me explain. So Ron Hope assigns me to Aquila City, and I'm excited, right? Could be a plum assignment. But I need a place to sleep here, so I bought some prime real estate for me and my girl. And damn it, you'd think I plowed through a sacred burial site. Listen, I'm not the one selling some priceless historical manor. That's not on me. That's just the thing, isn't it? It's not really. All the manors on the core were built by the founders. But this isn't some sort of sacred ground, right? It's just housing. And the owners before, some nobody third-tier family. But it's the core. Ha! Like I care. And give them the satisfaction? Ha! Never. Thanks for hearing me out. Hope you have a better day than I've had. You're damn right I don't. In fact, I almost feel sorry for them. Bunch of wrong-headed, judgmental, backward-looking dust wranglers. That's what these people are. Every credit I spent on that house, I made with honest, hard work. I come here to make my way, and this is how they treat me. I can tell they're all hoping I sell and move out, but the hell with that. I'm gonna stay here and stick it to them all. Make them suffer. A genuine pleasure talking with you.
I'll take Aggies over the Rock any day. Who wants to get drunk when there's rangers all around?
Welcome to the Freestar Collective Consulate. Do you have any questions? This is the official consulate of Aquila City. Any visiting dignitaries from the United Colonies or House Varun reside here. We also handle official communication with them as well. They are the ruling body of the Freestar Collective. Mainly, the local governments take care of themselves, but when we need to act together, the Council steps in. The only member in Aquila City right now is Elias Cartwright. Have
My
a good
cousin's
day.
thinking of joining the militia.
Good for them.
But I worry about her. The vets of the Colony War. A lot of them came home just not the same.
The Colony War was a disaster. But with the armistice, if there is another war, hopefully it won't be like that.
You think there will be?
No. Or at least the Freestar Collective won't start it. Only the UC is stupid enough to do that.
Your abilities are...
Freestar Collective and United Colonies support efficiently
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Aquila's one of the oldest
You're an
cities in the
independent
settled
hauler?
systems.
I can promise you the best rate in town. Lousy. To put it bluntly, the trade authority is muscling in on my business. So far, I've kept them at bay. But they've been stepping up their game lately. They got all their tricks. Intimidation, extortion, bribery, blackmail. Nothing's off the table. Of course, everyone turns a blind eye, as long as the Council of Governors finds their services useful. So, I'm on my own. But that's my problem, not yours. Excellent.
You have a nice day now.